Do you want to get whales in Roblox fish? Or do you even want to get this new secret Moby whale that is one of the hardest fish to get in the entire game? Well, if that's so, this is the video for you. Not only am I going to tell you how to instantly spawn any type of whale, I am going to tell you guys my secret trick that almost nobody knows about to instantly catch these whales. So yeah, let's get into it and show you exactly how to catch whales in Roblox fish and spawn them extremely fast. And if this helps, you gotta subscribe. The first things first, you can't catch a whale if the whales don't exist. And the good news is you can actually instantly spawn them. To do this, you're going to need to get two types of totems. All right. The first totem that you're going to need to get is at Terrapin Island. And when you're at Terrapin Island, you might be looking around. Where's the totem? We are looking for the Tempest totem. All right. Come to this little like batch of barrels or whatever and make sure to equip your diving gear as well as some flippers. I mean, only if you got them. You technically don't need them, but all right, listen, dive down right below the barrels and it's literally lit up with a lantern. So if you don't know how to get to this spot, you're kind of cooked already. Come right up here and you can buy Tempest totems. Honestly, I recommend buying 1,000, especially if you are trying to catch the freaking Moby. You're going to at least need 1,000 because the Moby is super hard to spawn. But good news is if you get like 1,000 or even like 500, you should be set and at least be able to spawn a couple Mobies. But all the Tempest totem does is make it rain. For example, when I click, it'll literally start raining and there will be a chance for whales to spawn. But when it starts raining, it'll say on the bottom, it's already storming. But guys, guess what? As you guys can see, whale migration has literally begun. Anyways, that's not always going to happen instantly. Another thing you can do is come right over here to Snowcap Island. And when you are at Snowcap Island, you have to get what is called a wind set totem. This is basically going to make the whole place windy and actually clear the rain, making it so you can actually spawn another whale. Sorry, not spawn another whale, but you can actually use another Tempest totem and you can basically use them back to back and spawn a whale super fast. Anyways, guys, once you are here at the little place called Snowcap Island, come into this cave in the back. Let me equip my advanced glider because it just makes it faster, and literally climb this ladder and use your glider or just walk all the way over to this end part, jump up here once again, come over here, and this is where you will be able to buy the wind set totem. Once again, probably buy like 1,000 of these. Like as many Tempest totems as you buy is also as much wind set totems as you should buy because they're one and the same. All right, you're gonna use them as much as you kind of like need to use them. But listen, all right, here is the exact method to spawn them. Grab your Tempest totems. Okay, pretty simple so far. Put them in your inventory. Grab your wind set totems. Once again, very simple. Put them in your inventory. Now watch. All right, click the Tempest totem, use it. The second you use it, click the wind set totem, use it. The second that happens, you kind of just want to go back to back. You can't do it instantly, but you just have to get a really good rhythm. And as you guys can see, I'm just doing it super fast and using all these totems super fast, making it so whales can spawn as fast as possible. And when you get the thing on the top of your screen that says a whale migration has begun, as you guys actually did see earlier in the video, that is when it is time to actually look for the whales. So right now there are about two spots I would look for if I'm trying to look for the whales. One of the spots is over by Ancient Isles, and the map just glitched for a second, so I actually do know the whales are here. But when you are at Ancient Isles, just kind of drive around the whole thing looking for blue lines, just like the orca migration. And as you guys can see, this is what the whales look like. But you can catch them. Sometimes they're not going to be here. They're not going to be at Ancient Isle. The other place I recommend for you guys to look is over by Sunstone Island. Personally, I think if you take a good deep look around both those spots, you will always 100% find the whale super fast. It's unlike the orcas. Like the orcas are super easy to find because they all spawn in the same place. This one's a little bit annoying. Like if they don't spawn at Ancient Isles or if they don't spawn at Sunstone Island, you have to travel across the entire map to look for them again. But anyways, once you are at Sunstone Island, I would just do a pretty clean sweep, go all the way around, and once you see that blue area arrow line. You just follow it backwards until you see the orcas. Anyways, all right, let me actually go back to Ancient Isles and get these orcas. Now, what you guys actually need to do is catch the orcas, which is the hardest part because orcas are so freaking rare. So, best bait that I recommend to use, you can actually buy it at Terrapin Island with high quality bait crates, is called the Weird Algae. Where is it? Yeah, basically, Weird Algae, yes, it makes a huge lure speed buff, which is very unattractive, but the universal luck is 200, which makes it still worth it even with a trash lure speed. But yeah, next, all right, you need a good rod. Guess what, guys? There's actually a few good rods that you could use. I'm just gonna give you ones that I would use. First one, Heaven's Rod. That is the #1 most recommended because of the 225% luck. Second one, Ethereal Prism Rod. 195% luck, really good lure speed, making Ethereal Prism Rod my personal favorite just because it actually catches the fishes faster. But I know that one costs 15 million, so for most people, I would say Heaven's Rod. Also, if you don't know how to get the Heaven's Rod, I did actually just post a guide on it today, a new updated guide. So if you guys want to see that, just go ahead and click in the top right corner. Anyways, some other rods that I would recommend is the Kraken's Rod. The Kraken's Rod really good just because it has good luck, as well as basically any rod that has good luck. Definitely not the Destiny Rod, but any rod that has good luck and also decent stats. So the Heaven's Rod works. The Kraken's Rod works. The Leviathan's Fang Rod works really, really well. Other rods that work are probably the No Life Rod is I mean, if you have a luck enchant on it, I would say it's okay. Another good one is the Poseidon's Rod, as well as the Rod of the Eternal King. That one actually works pretty good, but you're probably going to need Hasty on that for it to actually do anything. And honestly, the last one I'll recommend is the Rod of the Exalted One. Anyways, all right, best one is either Heaven's Rod or Ethereal Prism Rod. I'm going to use Heaven's Rod because I know that's what most of you guys are going to have, and just use that with the Weird Algae and make sure to equip your fish radar so you can actually see the whales, and boom, you get a huge big area to fish in. And here's where the actual method comes in. As you guys can see, okay, watch this. As I fish, I'm gonna click shake, and if it isn't the whale, literally first try, watch what I do. Okay, it wasn't the whale, and look at this, look at this. I'm literally just not going to catch it because the whale is literally on a timer, meaning if you don't catch it ASAP, the whale's literally just going to run away. And yes, you can spawn it again, but like, I'm not wasting my time with these comments. Like literally, especially if it's a mythical, I'm just gonna let it go. And that is literally the fastest method to catch whales. Now for Mobies, if you want to catch a Moby, it is a different story. So for Mobies, once again, you're going to have to spawn them. Like, yeah, you're going to have to spawn them. It's going to be the same thing like this, but a Moby only has a 5% chance to actually spawn and swim with these whales. Meaning it's actually super rare because first you need the whale migration to happen. Second, you need to actually win again with another 5% chance and get the Moby spawn. But it'll basically be swimming in between these big blue whales, and you will just literally have to do the same thing. Just keep on leaving the server and rejoining the server. I recommend doing it in a private server because there's so many hackers in the game that all the Mobies are just getting stolen. So I would just recommend to do it in a private server and just keep resetting your private server every time you don't see the Moby swimming. Like, as you guys can see, the Moby is not here. And eventually, if you guys just keep on doing that, you will catch the Moby. And if you keep on doing this, you can also catch blue whales. Anyways, that was my guide. I really hoped it helped. If it did, go ahead and subscribe. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.